After using his ring to create projections of his loved ones and his destroyed city, Hal would get approached by a guardian telling him to surrender his ring because he had used it for personal gain, but Hal just punches the projection, stating that he just needs more power, as he then goes on a rampage, stripping many lanterns of their rings, expressing that he's no longer a slave to the guardians. He eventually gets to Oa with 2 hands full of rings, but before finally getting to the central power battery, the guardians decide to bring out Sinestro. Hal therefore removes all the rings except his own to make it fair for Sinestro, but still ends up breaking his neck. Kilowog then tried to stop him, forcing Hal to burn him to death, as he then states that he doesn't deserve his ring anymore before flying into the battery and absorbing all of its power, ultimately becoming Parallax. And although all lanterns were killed, Ganthet survived and ended up making a self-powered ring that he gave to Kyle Rayner, while Parallax went on trying to rewrite the timeline and whatnot until he got stopped. However, years later, the heroes all across the Earth would come together, realizing that the world is about to die due to the sun straight up getting covered by a dark shape called the Sun Eater, but they nonetheless did their best to fight against the cold and the darkness, trying to keep everyone warm, but things just kept getting worse as Superman slowly started losing his powers without the sun. And so they sent Kyle Rayner out to get more info on the Sun Eater, only for him to come across Parallax, who just recently had gotten his revenge on the cyborg Superman that destroyed Coast City in the first place. Kyle tries to convince Hal to come back, save them, and become a hero again, but Hal just teleports him away as he considers it for a bit before going to see how bad the Sun Eater's situation really is. He then goes to find out if he's redeemable, asking Guy Gardner why and how he kept going when everyone told him to stop being a lantern. And so after stopping by a few places, Hal goes to the heroes, revealing that he is gonna help them, only to be met by backlash from Batman, who accused him of wanting to recreate the world to suit him, but he just swears not to do that, telling Superman and the rest that all he ever wanted was to set things right, as he then teleports away to absorb the Sun Eater, stating that no evil shall escape his sight. And with that, the sun shines once again as Superman expresses that he's glad Hal redeemed himself and died a hero, which Batman disagreed with, saying that it's too bad that that wasn't how he always lived.